Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new Pokemon TCG Pocket video. Today we're going to be going over the weekly tournament results like we do every week. So if you want to keep up with that, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button, y'all. We're looking for a new like record. We're going for 13 on the video. I know it doesn't seem like that much, so every like is big. So if y'all can do that and help me out, that would be awesome. And make sure y'all leave a comment. Let me know if you got some secret sauce cooked up that you're waiting to break out in a tournament. All right, let's go ahead and go over it. So jumping into the first tournament, this is the Imperium's weekly tournament for 20 big ones. First place is Duo, the player Duo with the Meowscarada. This deck is just, hey, this is the bread and butter. So it's got the 2/1/2 Meowscarada line, the 1/1/1 Rowlet, with the 2 Ericas, 1 Lily. I mean, we're going to be seeing a ton of this deck, and of course the 1 red card just to be annoying. I mean, this card is just mad consistent. You can't beat consistency, man. And if the formula works, I mean, 50-50. I mean, if you're going against a mirror match, it's kind of 50-50, and like you can kind of outplay and stuff like that. But this deck can do everything. I mean, it beats up on EXs, it beats up on non-EXs with the Decidueye. And if you try to retreat and run from the damage, that Decidueye is going to snipe you out. I mean, we just see this deck every time, and it's just mad consistent. Like that thing, the Spaghetti-O cries for help, and the next thing you know, they got that rare candy every time. Like, come on now. Next up, second place is Biggie Floor with the Greninja Giratina. So obviously, Greninja Giratina has just been a staple with the Tapu Lele in there for a while now, and it's still doing its thing. So nothing looks too crazy here. This one does have the Mars and the Guzma. I think that is pretty basic though. But yeah, I mean, again, this deck is pretty solid. You do need to find that Greninja to set up damage on Arceuses and just other Giratinas. So you definitely do need that. But the Tapu Lele does help kind of set everything up. And if you get the Tapu Lele damage down early, you get the Giratina built up like 2 turns in. You get that Cyrus, and honestly, that just ends the game a lot of the time. If you can just get a knockout on a 2-prizer, and with the either Tapu Lele snipe or just the Greninja damage to the Cyrus, the Giratina knockout to knock out whatever the biggest threat is, like it could just end the game like real quick. So that's obviously why this deck is able to just hold it down. In third place, we have Charizard Turt, and honestly, I think this is probably the best Charizard list just because Oricorio was such a problem after the Ursa Day event, and like this takes care of that deck pretty well, honestly. So this obviously has the 2 Turtonator, and the Kiwi. And this deck just puts in work. It does have the 1 Sabrina. This one only plays 1 Lily and a red, which is pretty big. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what calc the red helps with. I mean, I guess maybe if they try to... No, that wouldn't even work. I'm not sure what the red helps with. I'm sure it just helps in general against like either mirror match or just chip things down a little more. So nothing honestly too insane. We're kind of getting to the end of the month before the new set, so everything is kind of... All the decks are kind of figured out, right? So everybody's kind of playing their favorite thing now coming into the final week. Next up, we got the double Gengar tech. Hold on. So we got the... this deck is honestly super cool. You got a Gengar EX and the baby Gengar in here. The baby Gengar's attack is just so good. I mean, 70 damage for 2 Psychic, and you put your opponent to sleep. I mean, that could win you a lot of games off rip. Like, you chip it down with the Tapu Lele, you come with the Gengar. If you get 1 turn of sleep, you're probably going to be able to pick up a KO even on those big EXs. And the Tapu Lele is good into Charizard and Giratina just to chip it out and everything. And then you got Oricorio to come and clean things up. And yeah, I mean, it's just hard to beat. I mean, you got the Lily in there as well. 2 Lily, actually, to keep your Gengars healthy. And then, yeah, you just got Mars to be super annoying. That is super annoying. And then you got the helmet. Yeah, you're just... There's nothing this deck can't do, to be honest. Also, a shout out to the Team Imp. They are going crazy. They 3 of them are in top 6, like all playing different decks too. Don't know who y'all are, but hey, y'all are going crazy. Yeah, I mean, just a very straightforward Meowscarada list again, coming in, what is this, 6th place? Coming in 5th place, sure. And then in 6th, we got that Arceus Crobat that everybody loves. Hey, this deck does not have... Okay, well, actually, this one has the Darkrai text. So let me take everything I was saying back. So this is the one with the Dark Energy. It has the Giratina, so it might be the best way to play Arceus. I'm not sure. I mean, just how much damage you get from just Chip with Darkrai and then the Crobat, it just sets up everything. You have the Giratina to come in and punch. And it is super deceptively bulky, too. I mean, Crobat could even tank a hit while you set things up if you needed it to. Also got a Dawn in there to get that Arceus up 1 turn earlier. Hold on, this is cooking. I like this list a lot. And has the red card to be disruptive, yeah. Arceus is just so reliant on that Crobat, though. But if it gets set up, I'm telling you, win percentage goes up at least 30% in every matchup. Okay, we got the Ursaday winning deck. I'm not sure if this is the exact list, to be honest. But yeah, the Magnezone, Oricorio, Shaman. I mean, there's nothing more you can say about it. Like, this deck does what it does great. Takes care of EXs, no problem. Well, most EXs, no problem. And then obviously anything that Oricorio can't deal with, Magnezone is going to come in. And I think like the big unsung hero of this is the Magneton with the energy acceleration, so you can just keep committing energy to that Magnezone in the active, charge up another Magneton for free, and then you have another Magnezone. It's like, dude, this is like the whole point of Magnezone is for it to consume an energy and slow itself down, but now you got this Magneton on the bench that's going to be set up, and the 120s just don't stop, man. You are getting 120 punch the whole time. Let's see. Okay. In 7th, or is this 8th place? 7th place? Whatever it is, we got the Garchomp EX. Honestly, my favorite deck to play. And this one does have the Giovanni tech, so you can snipe the baby Mons. You can get rid of the Spaghettio. You could get rid of the just other Gibbles, Charmanders. Just hitting for an extra 10 damage does make the world of difference. I mean, Garchomp hitting 50 and then you can hit 60, again, is just huge. And that's the only card I really see in here. This deck plays no Lily. This version plays no Lily, so that is interesting. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the most unique thing about this one. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Wait, do I see anything else interesting? Oh, we see a Blastoise. I have seen a couple Blastoise on tournament results. Go ahead and check it out. We got a Blastoise deck here. So double Manaphy, 2 Squirrels, 2 Blastoise. So no Wartortle and an Oricorio. Articuno, which is... That could definitely change a whole matchup. The Paralysis coin flip, the double Lilies. But yeah, Blastoise is tanky. And if you can just get 5 energy on Blastoise, I mean, you are one shot in just about everything. Just about. But like, obviously not, but like, just about. And then, yep, so you even got a Misty in here, and then you got a red. Okay, well, the red, you probably are one-shotting everything, but... you got the Pokeball, 2 rare candies. So again, this does play no Wartortle, so you are just relying straight on those rare candies. So you're just hoping for them RNGs to come through for you. Let's see here. Nothing too crazy interesting beyond that. So, oh, hold on. I'm digging way down here, and look what we found. At the 30th place, we see a Victory Bell, Meowscarada. Okay, let's see here. So you got the Spaghettios, of course, the Meowscarada lines. Then you got one of Victory Bell, which has the Fragrance Trap ability. If this Pokemon is in your active spot once during your turn, you may switch one of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon into the active spot. I have been farmed by that ability before. It wasn't in this format. It was in a past format. But honestly, that's a great card. It has the X speed too, so if you have the Victory Bell in the active with an energy, you can use its ability, bring up whatever you're trying to bring, whatever basic you're trying to bring up, maybe like a Arceus EX, you X speed it out, and then you punch with that Meowscarada. Oh yeah, you're cooking for this. A2 bot, you are cooking. And then, yeah, I think that's the only interesting thing I see. I mean, I see a couple interesting way down, but I don't want to go too far down. So next up, we got the Pocket Lagoon Cup number 3 for another 20 big ones. Let's see here. Warpus won first place with the Gallade Rampardos. I mean, I want to play this deck so bad. I just don't have a Glade EX, and I ain't got no trading points either. So, I mean, yeah, just the Glade line with the one Curly in there. And then you got the Rampardos with the Crandos, so you're not just relying on those rare candies. I think that is the most consistent way to play this deck. And then you got the 2 Lilies for the Gallade. Sure, keep it up, as well as the Rampardos. And then, let me think, is there anything else too spicy in here? I mean, everything else looks pretty simple. It honestly looks just like the Garchomp list well, most Garchomp's lists, I guess, except there is an extra Lily in this one. Um, but yeah, like just no Cyrus Gust or just no Gust at all. You're just trying to KO whatever's in front of you, which Rampardos and Glade do well. So definitely did take it home on that one. Hold on, what do we got right here? Okay. We got Charizard Ninetales. So you got the Charizard line. You got the Ninetales and Ninetales. For anybody that doesn't know, because it's from way back in the day, the OG's Genetic Apex has the attack Flamethrower for 2 fire energy, 90 damage. Discard a fire energy for this Pokemon. So pretty much it's like Turt, but you can't like power it up for a turn 2 attack on your if you're going first, but you can still do it if you're going second. Obviously, way easier to retreat, has a 1 retreat cost. And then also the unsung hero here is the Vulpix with the Tail Whip, which reads flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. So that's like a lot better than like this Pokemon. Well, actually, no, this Pokemon can't take damage would be way better, but just you could stall out a turn or even multiple turns if you get lucky enough and help find that Zard for the late game. Still plays 2 Lily, plays the Guzma. I mean, yeah, I think this just has a way more consistent, better time against what counters Charizard, which is like Oricorios and just other things. So next up, we got the 3rd place Infernape Turt deck. I would love to play this deck too, but hey, don't got an Infernape EX. But yeah, I mean, this deck is sick because Infernape is sick. Plays the 1/2/1. Or sorry, 2/1/2 of the Infernape and then 2 Turts, obviously, with the Keyways. And let's see, they got any interesting tech in here. Does have a red card. Got the Guzma. Got the Giovanni. I'm not sure what number that hits to hit 100 damage to knock something out. I'm not sure, again, what the number is. Or I guess you're hitting 160, potentially 180, maybe to take out the Decidueyes. Or just maybe just chip anything down. I guess you could take down a Giratina with Cape and... Darkrai with Cape, Giratina without Cape, so I guess that could actually be pretty good. And then I think the big thing about Infernape that is the unsung hero about this deck is just the no retreat cost on Infernape. You could switch into a Turt and just get the job done with Turt. Even though it's supposed to be coming in like early game, you could sometimes squeeze it out later in the game. Okay, in 4th place, we do got another Glade. This list looks exactly the same as the other one. This is good into Charizard, by the way. Glade's pretty good into Charizard. Obviously, has to charge up a bunch of energy to attack. So yeah, what's going on here? Internet, please. There we go. All right, we're good. We're back. And then let's see, Darktina. Let's see if there's any interesting tech in the Darktina list. Are they adapting at all? No, they're just like, yeah, we're done. We're just gonna keep it like this. I mean, this is a very good list against Oricorio if it doesn't have too much healing. So the Rocky Helmets are just so annoying in this list. You got 2 bulky Mons that just don't go down, and then you got Rocky Helmets, and they can switch out and do all kinds of just terrible things. But yeah, nothing too spicy about this. They are starting to play the red again, which is annoying. There's a lot of Arceus, so I guess I could see why. And then another list that is coming up very, very quick is that Giratina Magnezone list. This list is sinister. It's really good against Meowscarada, really good against Arceus, Crobat, and I think that's why it's kind of coming up a lot. It's just really, really good. And then you get the Magneton with the charging, and then you get the Magnezone, and it's just a great attacker. Magnezone is just a great attacker. Magneton has a great stage 1 ability, so you don't even need Candy. And yeah, you could hit 60 damage too if it's ever relevant. So nothing much you can really say about it. It does play 1 Center Lady and 1 Giant's Cape, as well as the red card. Yeah, red card's coming up, ladies and gents. Watch out. Okay, hold on. We got to go over this one. In 14th place, we got a Toucanon. Oh, the promo Toucanon. Okay, hold on. We got the promo Toucanon, which is a stage 2 140. Normal type with Beak Blast. So for 2 energy, you're doing 80 damage if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. That's pretty good. I was expecting the other one that does 70 damage. I think that one is better, to be honest. But hey, this one got a high-ranking tournament list, so I can't say nothing about it. But and then the Rampardos, obviously, is just going to come in and just clean everything up at the end of the game. This is just like two very aggressive Mons coming together. It is kind of hard to move this because it does have 2 retreat costs, but I mean, Rampardos is coming in swinging no matter what, so who cares? 2 giant capes in that list as well. Oh wait, hold on. In 9th place, we got a Chatot with the fossil team. So we got the Aerodactyl EX and Rampardos. I mean, Aerodactyl is actually very, very, very annoying. If you get in a Mon that you're trying to evolve in the active and you just can't do it, that is so annoying. To invest in energy to retreat it out. And I mean, that could just foil your whole plan. And Aerodactyl doesn't even have to be in the active spot to be able to use that ability. It's just always on. Your active just can't evolve, which is just super annoying, especially if you got like a Charmander, you're trying to get into the Stoke Zard. It's like, dude, now I got to stall an extra turn. It's just a whole thing. So definitely an underrated Mon, but that's just what it is. Glad to see that up at the top. Okay, one more, y'all. You know, we got to keep digging. 10th place, we got the Floatzel. With the attack, the wound attack, if your opponent's active Pokemon is damaged on it, does 60 more damage. So the promo Floatzel coming up big too. So you got the Greninja that does the chip, or you got the Piku Miku with the inwards out ability, which just does like, it's like an extreme rocky helmet if it gets knocked out, right? And then the Floatzel comes in and cleans things up. That's pretty sick. This is a sick deck, and I love just how consistent everything is. It's just 2, 2, 2, 2. There's not even a 1 of in the deck. So that's like really awesome. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next list. I mean, the next tournament, which is the Frog EX Weekly Tournament. This one's for 50 buckaroos, bro. Come on now. Let's go ahead and check this out here for 50 buckaroos. The first place list was the Giratina Magnezone, and like it has good meta matchups. It's good against the Arceus Crobat. It's probably pretty decent against Giratina, Darkrai. It's just a good, consistent deck. I think this is more consistent than the Greninja deck, personally. And then, honestly, it's better against Meowscarada than the other list, too, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it is, though. But, yeah, so it has better matchup spread, and it's pretty consistent, too. You get that Magneton, you can hit for 60. Magnezone is obviously coming in swinging. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good deck. Doesn't play red card, but does play the Mars. Okay. So you're expecting to definitely get knocked out at some point and then just have kind of like a little comeback to it. So awesome. And then in 3rd and 4th, we see the Meowscarada list. Are they exactly the same? Should be. Yep, 1/1s. I have seen like a little bit of change up in the Decidueyes. I've seen like 2 Rowlet because the Rowlet attack is actually really, really good. But most people just play the 1/1. See anything different here? Nope. Same old consistent Meowscarada. So let's see. All right, the 5th place list is, or is it 4th or 5th place is just that good old Giratina with the Greninja and Tapu Lele. Sure. And then the Glade. Yeah, Glade has been coming up. I mean, it's got a good matchup against Arceus, Crobat. Because obviously Glade can knock out the Arceus, and the Rampardos can knock out the Arceus late game. So you're doing good things there. And then of course it can also knock out the Carnivine, which is like the big annoying thing in there. So yeah, Arceus is really getting countered just through matchups, to be honest. The more I'm looking at that deck, the more I'm like, yeah, it's still gonna come in this top 4, and it's gonna hate, and it's coming into top 8, and it is just gonna hate running into these matchups top 8. Like all these things are like designed to be Arceus, right? So I mean, maybe not designed, but like they just kind of do. So definitely. Oh shoot. Well, I guess we're moving on because there's nothing really interesting in that tournament anyways. And then going on the next one, we got the BEEDRILL with the Meowscarada. Honestly, this list is super cool. It's got the 2/1/2 of the Meowscarada. It has a 1/0/2 BEEDRILL, but it has the single prize BEEDRILL and the BEEDRILL EX. That's like super sick. Um, I mean, yeah, like it's just pretty consistent. So you do drop a lily, the lily for the oh no, what do you drop here? Oh, so this runs the Cyrus and the Sabrina. Okay, so it runs the Cyrus and Sabrina for the instead of the lily. And then everything else looks pretty much the same. But yeah, Leaf Cape on Beedrill that's mad annoying because it just gets so tanky, so bulky. It gets 200 HP and it's discarding an energy. So honestly, if you're looking to counter those Magnezone decks, Beedrill might not be a bad call. Okay, let's go. And Arceus did end up taking second place. This is just that list everybody's running around. The great thing about Arceus is like it doesn't necessarily have an auto loss matchup. So as long as you get set up, you have a decent chance at least to win the game. And like that has a lot of value in there. Third place is Arceus with Giratina. Sure, this is the Darkrai variant. Okay, so the Dawn is the big thing because, you know, you get the Giratina charging up and then you get the Arceus attacking pretty quick, especially if you get that Crobat in the active too. It has that free retreat, so you don't have to worry about that. And Crobat is honestly just a really good attacker, and you're playing only dark energies in this deck too. So Crobat is a very, very excellent attacker. Basically do 80 between the ability and the attack, which I mean is knocking out any basics. Well, any baby basic mons, right? So let's see. Your fourth place is at Charizard Turt. Sure. Anything interesting in here? Nope. Not really. Yep. Okay. Got that Magnezone Giratina. Sure. Anything interesting? Nope, not really. Yeah, that Nurse Joy in this deck, by the way, is also like super annoying. So just watch out. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Meowscarada in 6th place. Let's see, probably the same list, huh? Yep. Same list. Again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it type vibes. Oh, hold on. Ooh, we got some fire stuff at the bottom. Let's see. So we got Banette Greninja. This deck's actually just works together really well. The Banette is obviously going to be able to trap things with 2 retreat costs in the active. So what do? You use Greninja to be able to snipe things with 2 retreat costs. You bring them up, you punch them, and there's not a lot of things running. Obviously, there's nobody running X speed, and then there's not a lot of decks that are running Leaf. So if you're able to just kind of stop them from attaching energy, it's kind of like a free knockout, and then you're just chipping it down with Greninja. You got the double Cyrus to make sure. The 2 Team Rocket Grunts, oh my gosh, that sounds diabolical. And Oricorio just to counter and come finish things off. That's a cool deck list. You kind of need a lot of things to go your way, but hey, when they do. And then hold on, we got a Conkeldurr. Hold on. So we do got the promo Toucannon. Oh, and they're alongside with the regular one. And then you got Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr's ability Guts reads, if this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked down and its remaining HP is 10. That's like not a bad attack. And then the Toucannon, you only need 1 energy. Well, with one of the Toucannon, with the non-promo, you only need 1 energy, so you can devote the rest of your energy to building up the Conkeldurr, which is pretty good. It has a Team Rocket Grunts to just try to slow down your opponent. Has a Lily to keep your Conk alive. Honestly, 150 HP is kind of like not great though. They should have done him a little better. Give him that 160. Come on, because he's only doing 80 damage for 3 energy. Come on, man. Come on. And red card in there. Honestly, I think that will just be wrapping up the video. So like I said before, if you haven't already, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like the video if you made it this far, and leave a comment because I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. Actually, no, I'm doing ciao now. Ciao.